Kim Sae-Ron's tragic passing has united fans, as well as industry insiders who are now mourning and heavily criticizing the system, which has brought down yet another prominent figure in the entertainment industry. At just 24 years old, Kim Sae-Ron has left behind a legacy filled with both remarkable achievements and deeply troubling challenges, as her tragic story now speaks volumes against the harsh reality of media scrutiny. Born in 2000, Kim Sae-Ron first stepped into the limelight at just 9 years old, starring in the Korean-French co-production A Brand New Life, directed by Lee Chang-dong. This early debut not only carved her a special spot in the acting industry, but also made her the youngest Korean actor to grace the red carpet at the Cannes Film Festival. Her big breakout then came along in 2010 with a memorable performance in the action thriller The Man from Nowhere alongside acclaimed actor Won Bin. Despite the film's R rating and her young age, it captivated audiences nationwide, cementing her reputation as a rising talent with an extraordinary range. Following that breakthrough, Sae-Ron continued to build her career with roles in television series such as the 2011 Listen to My Heart, the sitcom Mom is Acting Up, and Queen's Classroom in 2013. These early appearances established her as one of Korea's most recognizable child actors, and by her early teens, she had become hard to miss in both films and dramas. In 2014, she further expanded her horizons by co-starring in A Girl at My Door, yet another film to be honored at the prestigious Cannes Film Festival, all before she even turned 15. Yet, just as her career was beginning to flourish in her adult years, bringing her very close to establishing herself as a prominent actress, she encountered a severe setback in May of 2022. In a highly publicized incident, she was involved in a car crash in Seoul while intoxicated, which led to significant professional repercussions. The accident, which caused a temporary power outage when her vehicle collided with a roadside electrical transformer, immediately cast a hard-to-erase shadow over her career. While the incident was extremely serious, things seemed to happen quicker than you could blink as Sae-Ron suddenly found her career crumbling around her. It wasn't long before she was edited out of many scenes from her Netflix show Bloodhounds, and she was then replaced in later episodes. The fallout did not end there, as she was then dropped from her upcoming projects and even faced a broadcast suspension from the national network KBS. This turning point in her career marked the beginning of a downward spiral, however. In the aftermath of the incident, Sae-Ron tried to make a comeback several times, even going as far as changing her name. She attempted to return to acting in 2024, hoping to showcase her versatility and reconnect with the audience that had once celebrated her talent. However, the persistent public backlash and personal health issues forced her to withdraw from the production, as she couldn't even go out with friends without being criticized. Even smiling while filming a movie became an issue for the media. Financial troubles soon followed, and there were reports that she was even seen working at a local coffee shop, which forced her to reveal that she was struggling to make ends meet as she was the main breadwinner of the family, all while dealing with financial disputes after her accident. Seeing how much Sae-Ron was struggling wasn't easy for fans who were still trying to support a comeback in her career, and things took a devastating turn when news hit that she had passed away on February 16th. Found by a friend at her home in Seoul on a quiet Sunday, her passing was assumed to be self-inflicted as there was no evidence of foul play, and while the public was aware of her struggle, nobody had expected things to end so tragically as the headlines shocked millions. Many have criticized the harsh realities of celebrity life in South Korea, where public figures, especially women, face relentless scrutiny on social media and in the news to the point of fearing to even show their faces in public. Critics argue that this type of reporting puts immense pressure on young stars, creating a toxic environment that can lead to devastating outcomes. At the end of the day, this has once again shown a harsh light on the darker side of South Korea's entertainment industry, where global stars are often subjected to relentless pressure and unforgiving scrutiny. In the wake of what has happened to Sae-Ron, many analysts and fans have expressed deep concern that the current structure of the industry is failing its artists. The South Korean entertainment world is renowned for its hyper-competitive nature, where success comes at extreme personal costs. This high-pressure environment is often a reflection of the country's broader culture, which values perfection and achievement in every sphere of life, from education to professional careers. Mental health concerns remain a significant issue in South Korea, and despite some improvement in overall statistics, the growing struggles within the entertainment industry are especially worrisome. For celebrities, especially female ones, who are expected to embody perfection at all times, even the smallest mistake can become a career-ending scandal. Kim Sae-Ron is only one example of someone who has shown such great talent at such a young age and has found herself overwhelmed by this pressure, which might have even been the reason for her lapse in judgment and declining health. And as one Korean culture critic criticized in an interview with the BBC, celebrities in South Korea are punished not only by legal means, but also through a form of public condemnation that leaves little chance for redemption redemption no matter how hard they try. We have seen such cases too many times now, as the tragic passing of K-pop artists like Sulli and Guhara in 2019 still serve as grim reminders of how intense public and media pressure can be. Sulli was harshly criticized for not fitting the conventional K-pop image, while Guhara was viciously targeted over her personal relationships. In both cases, the relentless amount of negative comments and sensationalized media coverage contributed to a toxic environment that left them both isolated and overwhelmed. Critics have pointed out that the culture of cyberbullying has, in many cases, turned into a profit-driven endeavor, as YouTubers, online forums, and news outlets often benefit from the controversy by generating clicks and engagement, regardless of the human cost. Kim Sae-Ron's father even went as far as to directly blame the animosity she had received online as a cause for his daughter's emotional distress, which led to many of her personal issues. Civic groups such as the Citizens Coalition for Democratic Media have since called for an end to what they describe as a cycle of media-driven character assassination, as they argue that this type of reporting makes the pressure already felt by celebrities feel that much more unbearable. Adding another layer to this discussion, professionals in psychiatry have even stepped forward to analyze the situation, as Na Jong-ho, a professor at Yale University, drew a stark comparison between the string of celebrity incidents and the brutal survival game depicted in the Netflix series Squid Game. He suggested that South Korean society tends to abandon those who stumble, offering no second chances, meaning that people are often left behind with no remorse. His words resonated with many who believe that while legal consequences, like those for DUIs, are necessary, a society that mercilessly buries people who make mistakes is far from healthy. K-pop columnist Jeff Benjamin has also weighed in, highlighting how unforgiving the industry can be for idols who experience scandals. While in the West, controversy can often add a rougher edge to a celebrity image, in Korea, even the most minor of incidents are treated with zero tolerance. Things are even worse if the celebrity is a woman. In response to these systemic issues, many fans of the industry, as well as insiders, now call for stricter penalties for cyberbullying and more compassionate media coverage in order to minimize such incidents. Currently, we are even seeing a growing consensus across both the music and acting industries that the current model of public shaming must be reformed to protect the mental health of celebrities. But while there is hope that these discussions might eventually lead to meaningful change, many can't help but feel skepticism regarding the possibility of reforming something that is so tightly woven into the fabric of South Korean society. While many might feel helpless in the face of these challenges, fellow actors and colleagues have decided to do the best they can, as some have stepped forward to support Sae-Ron's memory after everything that happened. Prominent names have joined in mourning Sae-Ron on social media platforms, leaving heartfelt tributes, such as Kim Ok-vin, who shared a simple image of white chrysanthemums with a message of condolences, and actress So Ye-ji, who posted a moving tribute on her Instagram. Even those in the K-pop industry showed their support, such as Pentagon's Kino devastatingly wrote, "I've had to send off 2 of my beloved friends at the same funeral home for 2 years. Sae-Ron must have missed Moonbin a lot. Be happier there. You've worked hard." Former Hello Venus member Yu Ara and Fiestar's Yemi also posted tributes, while her former co-star Won Bin made sure to send a condolences wreath to the funeral home. Many now argue that if the system had provided better support, understanding, and space for personal growth, perhaps Kim Sae-Ron's promising career would have been able to recover from its setbacks. Instead, the relentless pressure, combined with a public that is quick to judge and slow to forgive, may have contributed to her untimely passing. Seeing every message of grief and condolences now only seems like a bandage on the wound for what Sae-Ron has had to endure all these years.